County Chairwoman Lisa Cupid and Police Chief Dan Farrell gave an update about the death of 21-year-old Kyle Pasinga. Pasinga had been reported missing February 14th. Days later, his body was found hanging from a tree in Fair Oaks Park.
Having a lot of misinformation out there in the community is also creating to a great sense of unease about what is occurring.
Cobb County Police say the investigation is still active and is being handled by the Major Crimes Unit. Among other things, they looked at surveillance video that showed Basinga entered a wooded area at the park alone, and there are no signs anyone else was involved in his death.
Based on the evidence collected thus far, there have been no indicators that another person was involved in this incident.
Chief Farrell says there was a delay in releasing some information because they had not had a chance to sit down with family members who are traveling from out of the country.
I do understand that when information is limited, that speculation grows. The social media commentary can certainly amplify the uncertainty.
This is 2026. We hope this didn't happen, but we want to make sure that we really pay attention.
Gerald Rose with the New Order National Human Rights Organization says he's been contacted by people across the country. He says they're watching the investigation closely and are planning a vigil Tuesday for Basinga.
We're just going to come together to show unity and pray that this was not any foul play involved in this.
Welcome to Nothing's Off the Table, the show where politics, culture, and current events collide, and we say what everyone else is thinking. My name is Noel. This is my partner.
Hey, I'm Roy Adams Jr. Please like, subscribe, hit the hype button, share the channel. Need y'all support. Stay tuned to the end to get the survival tip of the day. And go out here and sign up for the Culpability app so you could be in a space that's owned by Black people, for Black people. You don't have to worry about these people holding down your content, striking your page, shadow banning your content. Go sign up today.
Absolutely. And also important when it comes to culpability, it's a tool that can assist you and your community in getting home safe. Now let's get into it. First, nothing but prayers and good energy to this young man and his family and his friends and his community. But let's talk about the history. You know, history gives Black communities reason to ask questions. And what we understand is justice requires facts. Our job is to demand transparency, to protect each other, and avoid spreading information that could harm this family, this community, or derail the truth. And unfortunately, Cobb County is one county of many counties throughout the United States that has had a history around the mistreatment of Black people.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anybody's been on the internet the past few years, it's been a rash of these incidents of young Black men being found hanging from trees, right?
Right.
And look, we do understand that some people do unalive themselves, right? But the thing about these incidents is that people in the know, they know it signifies something that is out here on these trees, right? When that happens, and what's wild is every time it happens, the cops always say is they unalive themselves too, right?
Correct. Even before the investigation is done, that's what they roll with.
That's what they leave. I've had in the last 3 years, I haven't seen not one when they said somebody did it to them, right? Okay.
Correct.
But we know the cultural significance of a Black man being found on this tree, right?
Right.
And then what's very interesting to me too, just from that clip, they sound like they're from out the country. Like he don't even sound like a what you consider FBA American, right?
Correct. He is a person whose family lives out of the country, and he is a student in America. He's a college student in America.
So it always seems odd to me. Like I never believe it's them doing themselves because of the significance it means, right? And then most people think about this when people are in despair. Is that what they go to?
Correct.
The woods and the tree. Like,
I mean, he's a college student and living in a area amongst other college students, not close to the area that they found him on this tree. There are so many different opportunities between point A and point C to unalive yourself. There are so much easier ways to do it.
Yeah, so I decide to go into this forest, right, and figure out a way. Come on, it sounds like a lot, right?
And the other thing that I find interesting, this officer says that they only saw him walking into this area. Well, who's to say the person or people that did this weren't already in that area where he walked to?
Who's to say? Anything can happen. Look,
Anything.
A scenario. It could be the setup. Like some girl could look, hey, meet me out here. We gonna meet out here in the woods, or whatever, right?
Absolutely.
There he goes. She didn't came in from the other way. Yeah, who knows? He made that statement like that just solved the case.
Correct. Correct.
Think about this. A lot of people don't even know how to make a noose, really, or they hang them. A lot of people can't even hang themselves because they don't know how to tie the rope. You know what I'm saying?
That, and in addition to that, and tying in creating the noose, how do you then? He would have
to flip it over some big tree that he feels is strong enough. It's a lot. It's not no easy thing. Yeah,
no, somewhere high enough in the tree.
Yes. Knowing that the tree is not going to break, it's not easy. Right?
Correct.
So he must just go out there one day. Well, where's the rope at? Did they see the rope on him when he walked in there?
Right. Good question. When he was walking into this area of this park, was he carrying a rope?
I mean,
let's just ask that, Mr. Chief of Police of Cobb County. In the video that you saw from said cameras, when he walked in the park, was he carrying a rope? Was he carrying a chair or something to stand on?
It's not an easy task to pull off, especially in this wooded area that you just walking in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like,
man, it leaves me with nothing but questions, unanswered questions. And I want the community at large, the entire community, to expect more from these individuals of power, i.e. elected officials or individuals who are put in place. We expect transparency, and we expect
but we
answers.
Also have to do more. Like that brother on that that they interviewed, he was terrible. Okay, he didn't ask them question. Okay, all he did was say, I hope it is. You didn't ask any pertinent question to get to think about it. It's like he would just have to be interviewed as a CEO of his little nonprofit
organization.
Right?
Yeah. Look, we don't care about none of that. What we care about is getting to the bottom of this for this young man, getting support for his family.
So there have to be demands made and evidence shown. I just can't take your word for it, Officer White Guy.
Yeah, correct. We cannot take your word for it just because you said it. Unacceptable.
We didn't been out there too many times. Yeah.
man, they are. It's happened so many times that there isn't a real number that reflects how many Black
Yeah.
people have been hung by folks that
Look,
thought that we were inhumane.
how about we saw it up close and personal? With my case, I see these people lying, blatant lies.
Correct. They
Okay?
will lie and they will manipulate video evidence.
Blatant erasing of videos, and
Absolutely.
judge have to stop them from lying so much, right?
Yes.
We saw this firsthand with my case.
Correct.
So we can't take Lily White officer's word just on his word, because that ain't about that. That ain't worth nothing in these days.
Facts. And you can't just assume because a Black person is sitting next to them that they are being completely transparent either.
She got a job too. Yeah.
Have evidence. They all get their checks cut from the same comptroller. So
Absolutely.
we need to see transparency. We need to see the evidence, and also let's hear from his community of friends, because your community of friends usually can speak to a person's mental and emotional state. They could speak to what he was going through.
And look, just something I learned through my experience, right? Because I've seen a couple dudes off themselves, right? It's some telltale signs. Like they have done research. What things start to happen that these people do? They tend to give their stuff away.
Absolutely.
It's signal markers that usually happen before these people go to try to off themselves.
Yeah.
And let me say this too before we get to survival tip of the day. Like you just said, we pay these people with our tax money, right?
Correct.
I don't even think it's unreasonable for them to say, hey, here's the evidence that proves this happened like this, right?
Correct.
I think it's totally reasonable for the public to ask for these. At least show us some proof of what happened. How did you come to this decision, right?
Correct.
And I think the police should do it, because
I will share this with you. Cobb County put a major investment into flock cameras and some other technology to help them become leaders around investigative work from a technological perspective. So we need to see the various camera angles from the light, if he was driving, from those the many lights that he would have gone to and gone through. We need to see evidence. And they could say all day that folks on the internet, are laptop or desktop detectives. Well, you know what? Don't discount folks on the internet like they can't utilize tools and common sense and empathy to help figure out what really happened.
Show us how you reasonably came to your decision. That shouldn't be. That's not even a lot to ask for your job.
Correct. It is not a lot to ask, and my heart just goes out to his family, because what family sends their child off to college and they go from being excited that their young adult is going off to college to help better and improve themselves, than to get a call like this? Not just this call, but the initial call from him being missing. So there's a time span in between the 14th of February, when he went missing, to him being found hanging in a tree. What happened during that period of time? Yeah,
that's wild in itself. But all right, let's get to the survival tip of the day.
So the survival tip of the day: take every unexplained death seriously, but let facts lead. And this is what that means. History teaches vigilance, Justice requires evidence. And this is why it matters. Black communities have real historical reasons for skepticism. Transparency protects families and public trust. Jumping to conclusions can derail legitimate investigations. And this is how I want us to use it today. Number one, we're going to continue to demand transparency from officials respectfully. Number two, let's follow official autopsy and investigative updates. Number three, let's support the family, not internet speculation. Number four, let's share verified information only. So the bottom line, we can be vigilant without being reckless.
I appreciate y'all support. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the hype button, and sign up for Culpability today. We out.
Welcome to Culpability, where taking charge of your personal safety is now in your hands. If you ever feel threatened, then use our SOS feature to instantly activate video and audio recording, ensuring your safety. Your emergency contacts are then immediately alerted with real-time links that include your exact GPS location. They can then see and hear everything in real time and offer immediate assistance in emergencies. More than that, you can also look for resources, post your daily experiences, and create safe private circles for your friends and teams to join on Culpability's socially responsible platform. It's everyone's responsibility to be responsible, so don't wait anymore and download Culpability now.